Okay, I was starting to try to do this live video, and as I was doing it, my iPad will not let me do a live video. So I'm going to have to somehow do it with this phone. And we will try it, and I'll see what I can do. And I was hoping I could watch myself do it. Apparently not. Okay, let's see if we can get started. Let me see if I can get this thing to hold my phone. Once you know, just at the last minute, this thing decided to screw up. Hey, Kathy, Beverly, hi everybody. Good to see you here. Let me see if I can get this thing hooked up. Sorry about the delay, but Facebook decided to get funny. I know we got some new people here, so let me see how that looks. Sorry about this. I mean, this is really not what I had intended. Okay. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do this drawing. I'm sure you all saw it on Facebook. And this is all freehand. And I don't expect you to do anything like this. I mean, some of you, yeah. Some of you are going to, be absolutely right on with this. But I want you to do it freehand. And when you're done with it, I would like to see what you have done. All right. Whether you think it's good or bad, post it, because a lot of people just like to see what you're doing. I like to see what you're doing. Sometimes what you think is bad is actually pretty good. Now, if I were doing this, like I said, I did this freehand. If I were doing this to sell, like on a tambourine, so I got a couple tambourines that I've done. I would be using at least some drafting tools on probably 50% of it. A compass, French curve, and this fancy dancy little thing over here is actually a flexible curve, and I can flex it to whatever design I want and then draw like that side, flip it over and draw the other. But I don't expect you to go out and buy this stuff. Okay, what you're going to need to do is divide your paper into quarters, and a center line is probably the most important thing, and the only reason I put the cross line on was for my reference. And you're probably going to want to do that too, because you're going to use that first thing. If you have a ruler, from here to here is 4 1/4 inches. From here to here is 5 1/2. 8 1/2 by 11. That's the dimensions. Okay, I don't have a ruler. What am I going to do? Well, I got this bill from Birds in Bloom. They want me to, I don't know. First it was $5, now it's $20. So I'm just going to get rid of it. What I did was I folded it in half. Okay? Now just for your reference, I put that arrow there. Now I can come to my paper here and I can say, oh, take my pencil, half. Go up here, same thing, half. Take my paper and put it where I made the marks and draw my line. Same thing here. I made 4 1/4 so I can line this up with the edge of the paper, make a little tick there, make a little tick there where I folded it, take my paper and draw a line. So that's if you don't have a ruler. If you have a ruler, great. I got two. I got this architect's ruler too. All right. So, I think the first thing that we're going to do here is throw the computer out, because it doesn't want to work either. First thing we're going to want to do is you're going to make a dot on here, and if you made this cross line here, it's about 3/4 of an inch or a finger, and we want to make a dot right there. And for those of you that are new to this, to my session here, I'm just using regular computer paper. I'm not using anything fancy for this, and I'm using what's called a Tombow dual pen. It's got the point on one end, and on the other end it has a brush. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, and I might say that these tambourines that I do, and most of the stuff that I do, well, especially this one, I don't use pens. I use a brush on this. I use a liner brush and acrylic ink, and it seems to work best for me. But you use whatever's best for you. I don't know. You know, pens are fine. If you don't have a Tombow pen, don't worry about it. Use a ballpoint pen. If you don't have a ballpoint pen, use a pencil. Whatever. This is not rocket surgery. Okay, so from there, we're going to go up probably about 3 fingers. Like my way of measuring? Right there. Okay? Hey, it's rough. Okay, yeah. And now I'm going to make a big leaf shape. Okay? And I'm going to come out about an inch or so. I don't know how many fingers. 2 fingers in the bar. That's a shot of whiskey, right? Let me see if I got you here. Okay, and then you're going to make another one down here, about 2 fingers. And we're going to come from here, and we're going to make another one. And look at that. We got our design already started. I'm going to make a dot here. Okay, because I'm going to want to use that for reference. Now on this one, I'm going to double these lines on this one. Okay, we all got that? I don't know if I should slow down or what. Check and make sure you can see it. And in here, let's make a half circle, maybe a elongated half circle, almost an ellipse. And start from the point here. Okay. So it looks like that, like a moon shape or a fingernail or whatever. All right, so we got that going. Then a nice fan shape in the center. I should have showed you Hilly the dog. Hilly's sitting next to me. Okay. Now we're going to start from up in the center here and just make another leaf shape coming down to the center of this. Center of your half moon shape there. All right? Cool? We're going to repeat that shape. All right. And this is going to be pea pod design. Now what I did on mine is I made this line heavier. So you can do that now, or you can do it whenever you want. And I put dots along the edge here. And the people that have been with me for a while, and some of them that have taken my classes, know that, you know, we're getting along the best we can over here, and it's going to turn out to be a nice drawing. Okay, so all right, that looks okay, right? We're going to come down here and we're going to make another leaf inside of this leaf. How's that? Cool? Yeah. Now that center line you drew, I'm just going to go down that center line just like that. Because this is going to be relatively symmetrical on both sides. And if your drawing doesn't come out symmetrical on both sides, don't worry about it. It's your drawing. It's your personality is coming out in this. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you were perfect, you wouldn't have to do this. And if you want it perfect, go on a computer and find one and print that out. Be done with it. But when you're done with this, it'll say, you know, this is Judy's, or this is Pat's, or this is Athena's, or Lexi. I hope you're watching. Happy birthday, Lexi. Linda Lexi. And sorry about that. Okay, we're going to put some veins in there. Okay, cool. Looks good, eh? Now we're going to come probably halfway here and just about even with the top here. And I'm going to make a big curved line here. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. All right? They're not even. Who cares, right? It's your drawing, and you're doing something cool, and you're expressing yourself, and you're staying home like you're supposed to. And then on top of this line, I'm going to make it's almost like an S shape. But when I bring it down here, I'm going to come into that line. So I'm going to come down and up, and I'm going to make sure I come into that line. So it's almost like I'm going to come down, back down there. All right? All right, is that cool? Now to give it some interest, we're going to take this design right here, and I'm going to make so we're just going to draw another crescent shape, whatever you care to call it, and we're going to I probably should have done this first, but you get the idea. Making it double like this in the end is going to add a lot of visual interest to this, and people are going to, like I say every week, people are going to look at these things and it's like, oh my God, how long did it take you to do that? And go ahead, ask me. As I said before, and I'll say it again, my answer to how long did it take you to do that is 72 years. You know, I mean, physically, how long did it take me to do that? Maybe, you know, maybe an hour, I don't know. But, you know, it's, I don't want to say it's none of their business. It's just that sometimes when you tell people it takes just a few minutes, it underrates what you've done. And if you tell them it took like 8 hours or 10 hours or 15 hours, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to do that. And it's all sweat. And so, you know, I don't pay attention to time, how long it takes me to do something. I do not pay attention. I don't watch the clock on this stuff because it just makes life hard. All right, let's put another one of these in and put another one here. Now here again, you might want to make this one you might want to make one of these darker, whichever one you want. Whether you make this one or the second one you did darker. And then we're going to put a little bud in there. And I want you to darken that. Put a little bud in there. Darken that. Okay? Is that cool? You like that so far? I can't see your comments, but yeah, like I said, technical difficulties with the iPad, and it's kind of making me making me go crazy. We're going to get through this. I mean, you guys are here for this, and I'm not going to say, oh boy, my iPad quit, I can't do this. All right, I'm going to come down maybe an inch and a quarter or so from here, and maybe inch and a quarter down, and put a dot on each side, okay? You can measure it if you want. Why? We're doing this to have fun. We're doing this to relax. You know, mandalas are something that people would do, different religions and that would do these for meditation and relaxation, not to get all tense and tightened up on it. Okay, so now I'm going to come from over here, and I'm going to come out, and I'm going to come just above that center line that we had, and I'm going to come to here. Now here, look, I'm coming out from this point here, and I'm coming up. Okay, so you're making like two wings out there, right? Okay, and if you come out from the center point, it's going to look a lot better than if you were to let's see, you got this one going like this, and you got this one going like this. If you come out from here, it's not going to look too good. But if you come out from here, it's going to flow. You know, it flows with the design. All right? Now, I hope you got that done. In flowing with that design, we're going to make kind of an S shape. We're going to come from this point right here. We're going to come out, and we're going to make like a big S. Wow, look at that. We're going to come out from here and make like a big S. Look at that. Whoa, is that cool? Boy, I bet you guys are all getting excited. I hope you are. Now in this one, what I want you to do, inside of this one, is come up and make a scallop like this. Three, maybe 4 points. It's up to you. It's your drawing. It's not my drawing. And remember one other thing, especially you new people. Nothing's wrong and nothing's right. We don't really make mistakes. If you screw something up on this side, do the same thing on that side. You know, and it'll be all right. And if you do it like this, like I made this one a little bit different over here, oh, okay, I can bring, because I'm going to color this in black later on when I'm done, okay? And you can put some little scrolly work in here. And that kind of looks cool. I like scrolls. Now, some of you know I did a lot of hand engraving, and a lot of that was nothing but scroll work. Okay, now another thing is I like to move around. I've been looking at a lot of stuff on YouTube and stuff like that, Pinterest, whatever. You know, people drawing and stuff like that, and they tend to compartmentalize. They draw the thing out almost in squares, and they'll do this square and that square and this square and that, you know, and work in squares. But I like to, okay, I did this. Now I'm going to move up here. Why? I've got one mindset here while I'm drawing this. If I go up over here, maybe I got the same kind of thing going over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a small leaf right here. And another small leaf right here. Okay, and I do this a lot when I do, you know, I've seen people with color, I belong to a colored pencil group online, and they compartmentalize, and it's just like you can almost see what they did here and here and here and here, you know, and, you know, they felt good this day, they were pissed off that day. All right, so we're going to do this double line, but I'm going to make this one thick. Okay. I'm going to make that one thick. And I'm going to put a V in there. Okay. Now, a little bit of a dot down there. And just make like 3 lobe type things. A little dot down in there. And I'm going to make a lobe. Okay? Look how complicated that looks already. I mean, you could call that finished, almost, if you wanted to. I don't want to. But, you know, if you wanted to, that's, you know, you go as far as you want with these, you know. And you can look at them online, look at them on Pinterest or whatever, and get your ideas. Use that as a springboard. Don't copy exactly, you know. I like to see, like in my class, I like to see people do something, you know, stuff a little bit different. If everybody has a different drawing, I succeeded in that class. And you guys that took my classes know what I'm talking about. All right. Now, just about even with this. Let's see. If you took this leaf and went straight out to about there and put a dot, I'm going to make another leaf. Okay, and I'm going to do that same kind of inside thing that makes it look. All right. The other thing, I was watching a video today that's going to teach me how to draw. How to draw faces. So I turned it on because I'm thinking about doing some sort of a tutorial on drawing faces because some of you people are doing it, and I think maybe I can help you out a little bit. The first thing she did is she said, okay, here's the head, and then she starts drawing the shape of the head like this. I go crazy when people draw like that. You know, oh, I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if I'm right. Instead, just, hey, commit yourself. Do it like you mean it. Make a shape, okay? So that's what I'm trying to do here, too. And I'm going to make that dot over here, and I'm going to come all the way down into this here, and then maybe give that a little shape down there, and draw this and this, okay? All right, and we're going to leave that for a minute. Now I want to come straight out from this one up, what, 2 fingers? 2 fingers. 2 fingers, Joe. And we'll come out like that. And this one is going to come all the way into here, okay? So we're going to come out like that. And this one comes all the way into here, okay? Let's do the same thing here. I almost want to say more lines makes it look better, but I'm not going to, okay? All right, so this one, I'm going to make a swirly little line like this. And at the end of it, I'm going to make a leaf. And I'm going to make another leaf. And another leaf. And same thing over here. I'm going to come out like that. I'm going to make a leaf type shape, and another leaf, and another leaf. Okay, and another leaf. And then we can put dots, or we can put little curly lines. I think this will explain it better than I can. It's just a little curly line. All right. On the original one, I put dots, but that one I'm going to do little curly lines. Okay. This one, I'm going to put a big dot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And a little curl. Okay. We all got that? Okay. Let's go back down to the bottom. And let's go down, maybe, I'm going to go half of what I did here. And I'm going to come from here. And I'm going to make another big, what I call onion shape. Okay. And I'm going to kind of make that come down like that. All right. And I'm going to start from the point here, and this one I'm going to make come to the point. So I didn't make a straight line like that. I'm making kind of a folded leaf look. Okay? All right, we got that? Did we get that? I don't know if we got that. Let me see. Yeah, looks like it. Let me see if I can just... Okay. Now in that, I'm going to put a leaf like that. Okay. And I'm going to make the center of the leaf. And then I'm going to put inside of this another leaf. All right, I should have got out my certificate. I'm a certified henna tattoo artist too, Mendy. Okay, now we're going to put a dot somewhere in the middle here, somewhere in the middle here. Got that? Everybody got that? Raise your hand if you don't. All right. What makes me mad is I ordered a web camera when we first started doing this, like over a month ago, and it's not in, and I can't. Everybody's doing the homeschooling stuff, so I can't get them. So I'm not complaining about the homeschooling, but it sure would be easier if, once I get a webcam. Okay, we're going to come from here, and I'm going to make a big leaf shape here, and another one here. All right, got that? And then we're just going to do a big leaf inside of there and another dark. See, these dark areas adding a little bit of visual tension to it, making it look more interesting than just a plain line drawing. And again, you can darken this one if you like. I want a little bit off there. Darken this one if you like. Okay. We looking good? Everybody's happy? I hope. Let's make another leaf from here. Another small leaf. Okay. And a small leaf here. All right. And we can put that line in that I like. And I'm going to put half circles in here. Okay. Why? I don't know. Why not? Okay. Now to dress it out a little bit, you can put another leaf here. And let's say this one, we put that fern type thing in there. And another one here. And put that fern type thing in there. Maybe even one here. I don't know. It's not on my original drawing. But just to show you that you don't have to stick to the original. You don't have to stick what I'm doing here. If you're not doing this with me right now and you're going to do it later and you want to do it a little bit different, that's fine. The other thing I encourage people to do is several copies. If you're new to this, if you have a printer that'll copy, I'd make several copies of it. And now, if you want to color with it, you know, you can experiment. You can do one color, one another color, and just keep going like that. Okay, now I want you to come up here and probably finger and a half, maybe a little more. Make a very thin. What do we call that shape? If it was a diamond, it would be a marquee, right? Yeah, you know, marquees are actually the nivette is the actual term for a marquee diamond. But I only know that because I'm a gemologist. Okay, we're going to make another one over here. So you've got two of these. You got a little bud at the top of that, right? Is that cool? I think so. Now watch this. I want you to come with your pen, and you can put a dot up here if you like. Maybe, what is that, half, 3/8 of an inch. And come from here and draw a design around it. Now, when you come to here, you want to make like a little bud shape up there. Okay? Is that cool? Looks great, right? Well, let's move this paper down here. Now, I'm going to come over here and start just up from that, and I'm going to make another one. And again, this one you might want to make darker. With this Tombow pen, it's easier for me to go back across. And, oh, man, you know what I never did do? I never did shut off that TV, did I? And we're going to come down like this. Okay, so we're just like that. All right. Now up here, I'm just going to make another little bud. And I went right to the end of my paper, which I usually don't do. All right. Over here, just for the heck of it, on this one, on the original one, I put a scallop design all around it. I don't know why. Cool. And then from here, I made a scroll like an S, so that it touches down there. Okay? Good? Now we'll do a little embellishment down here at the bottom. We're going to go from, let's say, this leaf to this leaf. And I'm just going to make little dots. And then I'm going to go here, and I'm going to do the same thing. Little curved little dots. Okay? Now from about the center, I'm going to draw a line straight down. All right? Line straight down, line straight down, line straight down. That looks boring, doesn't it? I'm going to make a big oval dot, and on that line, I'm going to draw like that. So it's kind of a teardrop thing coming down there, right? Okay, now what I did was I came back in here, and this section right here with these scallops, I colored in black. You can do that, or you don't have to. You can just leave it blank and make a copy of it, color one in blank, and you might want to color one in, say, with different colors. You know, maybe you do this pink and this in blue, I don't know. Okay, and again, some of these other ones you might want to darken. Just for some visual interest. All right, so there's your drawing. Okay, you think that worked out well? Let me pop this off and I can see some of your comments. I hope. All right. Yeah. I hope some of you that say you're just watching, I hope some of you are actually doing this drawing. And like I said, I would appreciate it if you post them on this post, or I can put that back up and you can post it on that. I'd like to see your drawings, and the people that are working on this, I know they like to see your drawings too. Again, we're stuck with this for I don't know how long we're going to be stuck with this nonsense, but I'll keep it up. We can do another one next week. Beverly says she's trying to finish up. Take your time, Beverly. I'll post this and you can watch this again. No big deal. Just take your time. The idea is sit down, kick your shoes off, do a mandala, relax, meditate a little bit, and forget about what's going on. All right? Diana says a little bit wonky, but it's okay. Diana, you never do anything wonky. Even the ones you think are bad are cool. And I think that's the same thing with everybody. I don't think anybody does a bad one. The bad one is the one you don't do. So just get in there, keep plugging away, and we got one more week of quarantine, so I'll try and I'll work up another drawing that we can do next week. Okay? All right. And 40 minutes, you had a nice drawing done. Kathy Wilson, yeah, hers is wonky too. Well, maybe next week's will be Willie, so you have a Willie wonky. Okay, see you next week.